tired of buying bread from the store? Ever wondered how satisfying it could be to pull a fresh loaf out of your own oven? Well, it's time to discover the joy of baking bread right in your own kitchen. It's easier than you might think, and today we're going to guide you through a quick and simple bread recipe. Imagine the smell of fresh bread wafting through your house. It's a scent that's comforting, inviting, and entirely homemade. To start this journey, gather all the ingredients. You'll need 3 cups of all-purpose flour, a tablespoon of sugar, a teaspoon of salt, a packet of rapid rise yeast, and a cup of warm water. Then for the final touch, a tablespoon of olive oil. Begin by combining the sugar, yeast, and warm water in a large bowl. Give it a gentle stir and then leave it alone for about 5 minutes. This process is called proofing the yeast, and it's essential for your bread to rise. When you come back, the mixture should be frothy and bubbly, a sure sign that the yeast is alive and kicking. Next, add the salt and 2 cups of flour to the yeast mixture. Stir until it starts to form a dough. Gradually add the remaining flour, a little at a time, until the dough comes together. It should be slightly sticky but manageable. Now comes the fun part, kneading. Dust a clean surface with a little flour, turn out your dough and start kneading. Push, fold, turn, repeat. This process isn't just therapeutic, it's crucial to developing the gluten that gives bread its structure. After about 10 minutes of kneading, your dough should be smooth and elastic. Place the dough in a greased bowl, cover it with a cloth, and let it rise in a warm place for about an hour, or until it doubles in size. Once the dough has risen, punch it down gently and shape it into a loaf. Place the loaf on a baking sheet, cover it again, and let it rise for another half an hour. While the dough is having its second rise, preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Once the dough has risen, brush the top with a little olive oil for a beautiful golden crust. Bake for about 25 minutes, or until the loaf sounds hollow when you tap on the bottom. And there you have it! In just a few simple steps, you've transformed flour, water, yeast, and a little elbow grease into a loaf of homemade bread. To recap, proof the yeast, make and knead the dough, let it rise twice, shape it into a loaf, and bake. So why buy bread when you can make your own? It's a rewarding process that can be both relaxing and fun. Plus, there's nothing quite like the taste of a warm, freshly baked loaf straight from your own oven. Happy baking!